In the opinion of this reporter, I really try to be a likable guy. Some people misread my dogged determination to get and report a story as being annoying, and occasionally it can get me into trouble. Likewise, it is never a good thing to become annoying to someone who happens to be a police commissioner, lest they become an annoyance to one's editor and boss, the cheerful and generous Anthony Vincenzo at INS News Service. A brief discussion with him on my interference with an investigation I found newsworthy convinced him it would be good for all parties if I took a vacation for a week or so, far away from Chicago. It would keep me from getting a stay in the Gray Bar Hotel, courtesy of that same commissioner. Tony, never to be left without a way to make something out of a loss, made it a working vacation. So I drove to California. He's only reimbursing the gas costs, which is over $1 a gallon. That's outrageous. So I'll be doing some fishing while covering the 4-day Daffodil Festival in Ojai. Just fishing, sunshine, flowers, and overgrown hippies tripping in the forest. What could go wrong? The first day was everything I expected it to be. People living in tents, dressed in colorful, ragged clothes, paying $2 to eat a sandwich made of bean sprouts and soybean paste. People asking me if I was the fuzz or the man, because I wore a suit. Many strange odors and singing. I got some pictures and a few personal interviews about how getting back to nature had changed their life and their bank accounts. Most of day 2, I spent fishing in a local stream. I caught a couple of smalls and threw them back, hoping to find a better spot later. The plan was to hit the festival late in the day and take pictures of their sunset celebration, maybe the highlight of this hippie crowd's gathering. I decided to take some side roads to get there, and maybe look for a better fishing hole. But on my way back to the festival, I got stopped by a roadblock. The authorities said they'd shut down the road because of a dangerous chemical spill. The people inside were stuck there, and I'm left out. There is no way I'm gonna miss the big part of this story. Tony would have my neck if I did. I took a map that I bought of back road fishing trails and thought I found a way around the blockade and made my way. But 20 minutes in, I discovered that the map I had wasn't that accurate. I made the chore worse when I heard some sirens of a police car and tried to find the road or direction. Now, I'm really lost. Driving in circles, I eventually spotted some smoke and headed for it. It led me to some building construction site. I pulled up and got out of my car and took a closer look. And it was a sight. It looked like a demolition more than a construction area. Equipment overturned, barrels strewn about, even a wall busted down. What hit this place? As I moved in to take some pictures, I started hearing sounds of something moving in the trees surrounding the site. It was then I noticed the footprints, huge prints on the ground around me. Did I find a story? Or did it find me? My time to decide grew short as I heard a noise that was part growl, part groan as it came busting through the trees. Bigfoot! This thing was clearly well over 7 feet tall, wild, and it was mad. It was swinging at anything in its way and tearing through the supplies and equipment at the site. I started taking pictures, which only made it take notice of me. I pissed off one dangerous person to get myself here, and now pissed off a really dangerous thing. I tried to back away, but it closed in on me fast. I stumbled and fell, raising its fists as it towered over me. This was the end. I turned my head to hide from the blow, and in the corner of my eye, that's when I saw him. He came running out of the tree line. He rushed up and charged into Bigfoot, knocking him over. He covered a distance of ground, rough and uneven, faster than any Olympic runner could. And he hit this Bigfoot, who easily must weigh a ton, as hard as a car. While Bigfoot was tumbling, the guy helped me up and said to run away while he keeps it busy. This would be the part where any normal, rational person hoping to live to see tomorrow would take off. But this happened to be me, and my instincts told me I was about to witness one of the greatest bouts in the history of fights. It may be my last story, but old Carl decided to stay ringside and cover it blow by blow. It was part knockdown dragout, part run and duck. Bigfoot would swing, and the man would duck and strike its side. Bigfoot would toss a boulder, and this man would bat it away with one arm like it was a pillow. All the while, he was talking. It wasn't to me. Was he trying to reason with it? There was nobody else within earshot to hear what he's saying. The man would take off really fast in one direction. Then the beast would leap 30, 40 feet through the air and land, cutting him off. All the while, I'm just standing there, taking pictures and trying not to get caught up in the collateral damage. This man looked really familiar, and if it wasn't due to the heat of the moment, it would have come to me sooner. At the time, it wasn't as important as witnessing and surviving. Just trying to keep up with them took all my effort. As I rounded a bend, I saw the man flying through the air back toward me. His luck had run out as Bigfoot picked up and swatted him with a tree. Downed and laying at my feet, we both fell under the shadow of the beast as it prepared to finish us both. It was then that this amazing man said 3 words. They might be his last, but they weren't to me, I later figured out. He said, "Jamie, help me."